Welcome to Parallel Universe. On the morning of April 22, 2026, police were called to a home in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Darrell Sheets, known to millions as the gambler from A&E's Storage Wars, was found dead at the age of 67. The circumstances were devastating. But what emerged in the hours and days that followed painted a picture of a man who had been carrying far more pain than the people who loved him ever realized, and who had quietly built something extraordinary for the family he was leaving behind. In the immediate aftermath, his Storage Wars co-star Renee Nazoda posted a video addressing what he believed had contributed to Darrell's final days. He described sustained and deliberate cyberbullying that Darrell had been enduring from at least one individual who had made it a mission to torment him. Renee's message was direct, that online cruelty has real consequences, and that you never truly know what someone is carrying beneath the surface. The Lake Havasu City Police Department confirmed the cyberbullying allegations were part of their active investigation. Darrell himself had been posting publicly about the harassment, meaning the pain was visible, just not visible enough, not in time. Co-star Brandi Pasani wrote that she was at a complete loss for words. A&E released a formal statement mourning the loss of a beloved member of their family. But perhaps the most telling tribute came from Renee, who had spent years playing Darrell's on-screen rival. He described him as someone who cared more deeply about the people in his life than almost anyone he had ever known. That is not the description of a ruthless competitor. That is the description of a man for whom family was everything. And the family he built was real. His son Brandon appeared alongside him on Storage Wars for years, developing genuine professional skills in the same business his father had mastered. His daughter Tiffany maintained a quieter life away from the cameras. His granddaughter Zoe appeared frequently in his social media posts, a source of visible, uncomplicated joy in his later years. What most people never knew was that Darrell had been working in the storage auction business for over 30 years before any camera crew ever found him. Television did not create him. It simply pointed a camera at something that had already been happening quietly for decades. He had an eye for hidden value that was built through thousands of hours of showing up to auctions, paying attention, and trusting what he saw when nobody else around him saw it yet. That I found Pablo Picasso drawings, an Abraham Lincoln letter, a comic book collection worth $90,000, and a collection of paintings by Frank Gutierrez valued at around $300,000, purchased for under $4,000. That last find became one of the most memorable moments in the show's entire 12-season run. Beyond television, he ran his own antique shop in Lake Havasu City called Havasu Show Me Your Junk, a real commercial operation that had nothing to do with cameras and everything to do with the same instincts he had spent 30 years sharpening. At the time of his death, his estate was estimated between $2 and $4 million, built not from a single lucky break but from decades of consistent, disciplined work. That estate is expected to pass to Brandon and his grandchildren, Zoe, Adeline, and Layden. It is not the largest fortune in reality television history. But it was built from nothing by a man who understood that the most valuable things are often the most overlooked. Brandon now works in real estate in Arizona, applying the same instincts his father spent a lifetime developing, just in a different market. The grandchildren will grow up knowing their grandfather was someone millions of people watched and admired. They will also grow up without the man himself. And that is the part of this story that no fortune and no legacy can fill. Darrell Sheets spent his career proving that value hides in places others give up on. It is one of life's quieter tragedies that the people who loved him most never got the chance to show him the same thing about himself.